just a bit of a explainer of our seminar that's coming up very, very shortly with ourselves and Bendigo Bank, the stress testing your finances seminar, to give people a bit of an idea of what's in it. So not surprisingly, I guess, as the name suggests, what we will show people is the process that I guess the big end of town often does, and probably the most classic example was going all the way back to the GFC, when that was on and at its worst, and the central banks were forcing the banks to sort of say, well, this happens, can your bank handle it? That's we're putting, if this stress comes into the system, can your bank handle it? And we're going to show you how, in a sense, to be able to do the same things for your business, so that you can say, well, what do my figures look like if my sales drops 30%, or I've got some enormous cost blowout, or whatever it is, to be ready for that and know that, if that happens, well, this will probably happen, and be ready for it and so forth, and to just see what your business can handle. When you hit the point when you're either starting to go broke or you're getting into your savings or those sorts of things. So we'll do that part, I guess you could have deduced from the title of the seminar, and then also what are the things that maybe are in your figures already that are stressing your business, in terms of, some will be obvious that you won't need me to tell you about, and perhaps your sales are down already, but in terms of what you're pulling out as an owner in drawings and, wages to yourself, those sorts of things. Too much debt, not enough equity. How much working capital do I really need in my business before I start putting it under stress? Trying to give you some idea of how to work that out for yourselves, those sorts of things. And also then looking at perhaps, some figures of some, certainly from the financial point of view, some excellent businesses that you can say, well, this is, what a really good business figures does look like. Some people would never have ever really done that exercise to, well, I think I've got a pretty good business, but do I? So to sort of show what are the features of a really excellent business, and then you can go away and have a look at how you compare to that. And, most people probably find there'll be a bit of a mixed bag. There'll be some things that they are got some really good figures on, and there'll be some other things that perhaps they've got to do a bit of work on. But even then, giving you a bit of knowledge around, you might face value appear to look fairly poor on something, but it might be that's just the industry you're in. And so in actual fact, compared to other industries, perhaps you're not, other people in your industry, I should say, perhaps that's not too bad. And, what are the things you need to do to cover off against it? So it's those sorts of things. Even you might have, it's something I'm not probably a big fan of, but, people talk about this concept of sort of having a lazy balance sheet where you've got sort of too much money stashed in your business. But, you do see it occasionally, sort of thing. And that, to some degree, gets down to more each person's tolerance for risk and how skinny they want to run their business. But we can talk about those sorts of things. So that's, to give some people some idea that they've already seen the promotions out there, or, what's really in this seminar, what am I going to get out of it? Those are the sorts of things to help you start to be able to look at your business and see, is your business already under stress? Sometimes that's pretty obvious. And then also to do some testing yourself, and then, what does a really good business look like?